Most individuals, SMEs, and large businesses, they set goals, but very few are able to achieve them. In the beginning of the year, mostly people and the organization, they set their goals. In the boardroom, they set their yearly goals, but they fail to realize that at the bottom of the pyramid, an employee has got no meaning for your goals. In the next year or the end of the year, they review those goals. Then the blame game starts, and some people are sacked because of that. So let's talk about goals, ladies and gentlemen. Only 8% people in the world achieve their goals. Only 8%. A goal without a plan is just a wish. You have a goal but no specific plan how to achieve it. And you define goal, keep them in your mind for a couple of days and nothing gets done. Or maybe you have so many goals. You don't know where to start and therefore you don't start at all. The progress you made on your path to your goals is not measured at all or very, very rarely. And there is no review if the goals are still achievable and there is no learning from the past. Achieving a goal is seen as nothing special and gets neither noticed nor celebrated as a success. The goals are meaningless to you because you got instructed to achieve them from your boss or from your parents or from your teacher. So, here, ladies and gentlemen, objective key results. One of the best system and methodology to set goals, measure goals, and achieve your goals. Let's talk about ABC of OKRs now. These are the companies started by Intel and then Google, and all these companies achieved success implementing OKRs. So, what are OKRs? OKR is a goal setting framework that helps organizations define goals or objectives, then track the outcome. The framework is designed to help organizations establish far reaching goals in days ahead of months or years. OKRs has been around since 1970s. The concept was created by Andy Grove, but popularized by John Doerr, who was one of the earliest investors in Google. OKR quickly became an important focus for Google, and companies such as LinkedIn, Twitter, Dropbox, Spotify, Airbnb, and Uber have since followed suit. OKR supports a goal or vision which should be measurable, flexible, transparent, and aspirational. Ultimately, OKR help businesses set goals, often ambitious, and then focus on achieving the outcomes over the course of a business quarter or a year. The OKR methodology is a simple process of setting and aligning company and team goals. That's objective. And connecting each objective with 3 5 measurable results, those are key results, to measure progress. So, objectives should be aspirational, qualitative, and time bound. Key result measurable, quantitative, and value based. And then your action plans or your task, initiative, tacticals, and weekly priorities. Example of OKRs. Your company is just getting to this growth phase and now you want to reach a lot of people. Marketing department decide that they will focus on going viral online to drive more attention to your company. They set an OKR that look like this. Objective, make our company go viral. Key results. Number one, generate 100,000 views on our YouTube channel. Key result two, get 10,000 new followers on Instagram. Key result three, increase organic search traffic to our website by 25%, preferably as compared to last quarter. So benefits of OKR. OKR allows you to set and communicate the most important goal. Yes, the keyword here is most important goals in your organization in an organized, focused, and transparent manner. OKRs are especially good if your team is growing, your old methods are just not cutting it anymore, or you are having an issue with reaching goals and with productivity. No matter your starting point, the main benefit of using OKRs is a unified company where everyone knows exactly what they need to get done and they feel motivated to do it. OKR provide insight into what's happening right now in your team or company and help you track company activities and report on progress. With OKRs, everyone can be aware of what needs to be accomplished. Each week and quarter, you can keep aspirational company and team goals in focus so everyone can plan their week with the company vision in mind and stay on track. With clear priorities to focus on, everyone will be more engaged and feel that their work matters. You will see a more productive company with employees who take initiative in their work. OKR allows you to be more data driven and make informed decisions. By assessing the progress of your team goals, you can monitor if you go off course and take initiative before any problem arises. OKRs help you stay more organized, focused, and aligned. By basing initiative on higher company and team level goals, everyone work will be more focused and drive the company forward. So objective and key results versus key performance indicators. So OKRs and KPI seem similar because they are often used as performance indicators. However, KPI measures the performance of an initiative over a long time and are less goal oriented, whereas OKRs are goal oriented and specific with quantifiable outcomes. Key performance indicators are performance metrics used for evaluating the success of an organization or an initiative in an organization. Objective and key results, on the other hand, outline an objective and then define measurable key results to track progress and achievements of the objective. OKR measures short-term business goals and overall objectives, while KPI usually target individuals' daily performance. OKRs are clear and specific and track the progress of defined key results, short-term goals, long-term goals for the realization of the overall objective. KPIs quantitatively measure and evaluate progress, usually individual progress. So here are some comparisons. OKRs are aggressive and bold to realize an objective. Action-oriented goals measuring with key results are time and target specific, usually quarterly or yearly, and change with the lapse of a set period. Focus on a future objective and its directional, moving from one point to the objective. Whereas KPIs, a monitoring tool usually prompting actions after evaluating results. Number or metrics measuring the health of a business are ongoing and target may change. Focuses on an outcome result or can be a lead indicator tracking past result or future goals. So company level, OKR suit everyone regardless of industry or size because of mobility. Department, productivity and accountability. OKR help you measure and envision what success looks like. And at the team level, bring focus and clarity. People move together toward important goals, not small and unimportant tasks. So getting started with OKRs. Set your objectives, communicate and explain this objective to your functional team, for example, product department, marketing, sales, engineering, etc. And ask the teams to set their contributing objective to be aligned with the company objective. To be aligned with the company objective, remember, objective should be ambitious, qualitative, and achievable. Define your key results. Under each team objective, set 3-4 measurable key results. The job of key result is to measure how close you are getting to achieving your team objective. Update your OKRs. While you should set team OKRs quarterly, it is important to go over your OKRs every week. Plan your activities and have weekly check-ins. It is also important to incorporate OKR into your weekly activities. Each week, think about what projects and plan you should focus on to achieve those objectives and write them out. Now remember that OKR should take top priority and mostly is driven by an OKR champion and must be supported by a CEO. So this becomes your company's top priority. You don't miss any weekly meetings, or you don't give it a second priority if you want to be serious about your OKRs and achieve your goals. So writing good objective. Does the objective help achieve company goals? Is the objective inspiring? Does this objective provide business value? Is this objective really achievable? Is this objective solving the problem of team is having? Is this objective actionable and achievable by us? And what objectives are not? Objectives should not be easy. If an objective is achieved well before the end of the quarter, you weren't thinking big enough. That's the beauty of OKRs. You should set ambitious and stretched goals. Objectives are not projects with subtasks. Objectives are aspirational goals. They are not one-off activities which will be considered tasks or plans. So if we wanted to write an objective for a company to increase their revenue, a good objective would be to increase product reach in Germany, for example, in Q3. This objective works since it's aspirational, time-bound, and help move the company forward. An example of bad objective would be write a product marketing plan for Germany. Setting key results, it should be specific, measurable or quantifiable, achievable, actionable, and objectively graded. Be difficult but not impossible. What key results are not? They are not binary. Key results should be numeric and be updated throughout the quarter. If your key result is binary, it may be task or plan and not a key result. They are not tasks to be completed. While plans and projects are important in supporting your objectives, key results are measurable business outcome and should be treated as such. For example, key result 1, increase German sign-up to MQL conversion rate from 15 to 20%. Key result 2, increase German MQL from 300 to 500. Key result 3, increase German SQL from 200 to 300. These examples are measurable, quantifiable, objectively graded, and while challenging, they should be achievable. So the biggest challenge, output versus outcomes, the biggest challenge that most of the companies face is that instead of defining key results as measurable outcome, they set a list of action-based outputs. Output is just one term that can be used to describe activity. You can also call them initiative, plans, projects, deliverables, milestone, tactics, etc. Output is an action that you take towards your goal. One thing is for sure, they are not measurable outcomes. Writing and delivering a new marketing plan doesn't mean that the new plan is good and that it will bring lots of new customers. Outcomes are not about doing, they are about delivering real, valuable business results. If the marketing plan is our output, then the desired outcome of it might be that executing the new marketing plan, increasing incoming leads from 4,000 to 5,500 per quarter. Here is something. A CFO asks CEO, what happens if we invest in developing our people and then they leave us? CEO, what happens if we don't and they stay? So it's important to implement OKR and keep that environment of achieving goals quarter after quarter after quarter and the years to come. So you need to drive goals, bring people together for common purpose, build collaboration, sustain enthusiasm with a lot of quick wins every quarter, every week. You need to drive goals by bringing people together for a common purpose, build collaboration, sustain enthusiasm with a lot of quick win again, win more. So for example, you run a B2B export company. The example of the goals for you is to grow revenue to 50 million in a year. There are two components, a direction which is to grow revenue and a target which is 50 million. The OKR methodology prescribes that you split a goal like this into two parts. Your objective is the direction and the key result is the target. In this goal, the objective is to grow revenue and the key result is 50 million in transaction. So superpower of OKRs is they are aspirational, they are transparent. Transparent is very important. Collaborative, cross-alignment, divorced from the compensation, they are agile, and they are hyper focused, super hyper focused. And the sweet spot is normally 70% score when you measure your OKRs. And tracking, weekly tracking is very, very important. Typical goals are not measured frequently. So goals only work if the progress is measured regularly and in front view. Now, team alignment is very, very essential part of OKRs. There's top team, senior executive, middle management, and frontline supervisors. And lack of alignment with employees' priority. Employees who feel their voice is heard are 4.6 times more likely to perform their best work. That's the power of OKR. 1 in 3 professionals cite boredom as their main reason to leave their job. 85% of employees are not engaged in the workplace. This is a Gallup employee engagement survey. So consistent goal setting for team, agile culture, and continuous employee development are key changes sweeping HR practices. And this is where OKR shines. OKR builds a strong culture of accountability and alignment. So typical OKR cycle is agile 90 days. Localized 2 weeks before. Focus execution 11 weeks. Retro and OKR reset 1 week. 12 to 14 week cycle. Everyone activates hyperfocus. Leaders build a culture and environment around it. So autonomy of an OKR. Objectives are motivating. Where are you going? It's always ambitious and bit uncomfortable. It's easy to remember. Key results is the GPS. How do we know we are getting there? A specific and measurable path to objective. It's quantifiable. It's result in objective grading. Tasks. These are the action plan, action points. Projects, initiative, deliverable, quantitative or qualitative. They may support one or more OKRs. These need not to be in one domain. They can be cross-functional. So, startup accelerator example. Objective is strengthen knowledge network. Key result, 100 expert mentors onboarded. Task, 1 coffee meeting with a mentor each day. How simple is this? How simple is this? Strengthen knowledge network is the objective. Key result, 100, very well quantifiable. 100 expert mentors onboarded. Task, 1 coffee meeting with mentor each day. It can't be more simpler than. So how do you craft organizational objective? Your role as a leader is to set clear vision and motivate employees. Objectives are not fluffy statements or vague ideas, but a clear articulation of your strategy. Make it simple, sit down with your team and whiteboard high-level strategies or team, then group similar ideas together and distill too few aspirational objectives. Look back at the language to see that it conveys what you want to accomplish, and bingo, you are done. So this was about ABC of OKRs, ladies and gentlemen. And I, as your coach, promise that I'll be there to handhold you and guide you toward the success of your OKRs. Thank you very much.